Hi, this is Bellisimio. Welcome to Nature Connected. As I step out into nature every day, this is how I go into the internal. By stepping out into nature, you start to understand your nature. When you open to the wisdom of your heart, this is the garden within. In being in nature, you start to understand yourself. You don't experience being alone. You experience how you are connected to all things, this deep connection. In nature, you start to observe yourself and how everything around you supports you. In being in this relationship, you experience a deep sense of peace and quiet. By feeling supported with love and light. For so many years, about 500 years, we've been disconnected from her, Mother Earth, nature. It is where kind of before in time, even when Christianity came in, where we saw the pagans as worshiping another god. But that isn't really truly kind of what was in the space. When you look at it from a different perspective, nature is God in form. By seeing God in form, it isn't worshiping necessarily Mother Earth, but it is acknowledging the spirit in the trees, spirit in the ground, where you can experience the energy of God in all things. When you step into nature, you start to experience what it looks like in the internal. Nature is how you experience the internal and exterior form. It is to reflect us, to remind us, this is what it looks like within. It is easy in nature to go within, to see kind of what the internal looks like, to experience the birds, the communication, to experience the connection to the light, to the ground, to everything around. Within this wholeness, you start to experience what it's like to be in relationship. When you drop into your heart, you're able to open up to the garden within. And in this garden space, the Garden of Eden, it's always been there. And to access it, you have to get out of that head space and drop into that heart space. The head space doesn't see the garden. It sees all things as separate, something to conquer, something to divide. But as you drop down in that heart space, you experience the internal, the eternal God in form. You start to experience your connection to all things. And this is where you can tap in to synchronicity. What is a miracle in itself? It is your ability to feel connected, to receive that communication, to be in that flow. Go out every day, even if there's a park nearby, walk up to a tree, start to just observe it, connect your heart to it, start a conversation with it, start to relate to it. See how the mind maybe thinks that's foolish, separates, wants to divide or even conquer. But when you can experience the spirit within all things, it brings it to life. You want to connect to it, you want to protect it. We are like walking trees. We can be advocates, that we can start to be in relationship in this new way. All of us seek to be in relationship when there's so many people that feel alone. Open your heart and go on your path. As you go out into nature, you will find your internal nature. And it isn't meditating all these hours a day. Nature is available to everyone. She is free. She is there offering herself to you. It is an invitation that you must receive. Take her up in this deep relationship, one that will get you heart connected, one where you can start to experience then your own relationships in the world in a new way. Because when you're immersed within her space, you feel her support, her love. You feel grace, God in form, Mother Earth, nature, the feminine. Born, something new is born. So let me know kind of the miracles that can come in and through, how you see yourself in a new way, how you recognize that the Garden of Eden has always been within. And this is how your space looks. Nature within. Get nature connected. Subscribe to my channel at Kim Bellisimio and sending love. Join me, or if you want an energy work session, kimbellissimo.com.